Now I'm going to lecture on 1.3. It's kind of definition work just so we can have better marketing conversations, if that makes sense. And probably the most important thing is to know what creates a marketing mix. Remember, marketing is not one thing, it's a process. And so knowing this mix probably enables you to have better conversations. That's how I would say it. Market share, target market, we'll talk about them. They're important. Um, and this is actually customer profile, not profit. Profit's important too, but managing data is going to be important also. This is just a visual um, organizer of what I just talked about. And here's your four P's, which I'm going to call five P's. Remember, old marketing, new marketing. There's just that dynamic that's going on. That's how I'm going to say it. You're in an exciting time to be talking about marketing because it really is changing. Walmart and retail marketing kind of dominate, mass marketing dominated the last, oh geez, from the last 40, 50 years. That's what Henry Ford, Walmart, and now it's different now. It's Google, it's Amazon. It's just marketing's changing, and so it's. I mean, I'm kind of a dork to say it's kind of cool, but it's kind of cool. That old marketing, that mass marketing, looks a lot like Walmart. That end user retail marketing, it's called consumer marketing, and when you go to Walmart or any retail, you're going to see a lot of um, Salesforce jobs people. You're going to like, hey, Walmart, this is a big part of the economy. It is, but there's also another market that is behind the scenes, and every product in Walmart is a company that has a sales force, that has a management team, that manufactures, that um, that manages logistics to get the product to Walmart or to you or however they're selling. And so each product is a company, and that actually that I'm going to call it business to business. Your book calls it organizational market. I'm going to call it business to business. That behind the scenes is the huge part of the economy. This end user market, it's the one you see, so we kind of act like it's the important part. But really, where everything's going on is behind the scenes. To talk about markets better, we need to break it up into market share, and that's just the total sales of a market. And then we look at how the company is doing in those total sales. If I'm a startup company, there's a couple ways that I can grow my profits. And one is either to help grow this pie, the total market of smartphones in this example, or I need to take market share from a company and I steal market share. And so either grow the pie so everybody's better or take from a competitor. That's basically two ways. And so I can use this if I keep track of this information year by year by year. I know if I'm a good manager of this market, if that makes sense. We any time that you break down a market into categories so you can talk to them, target them better, that's called segmentation. And new marketing is really good at that, if that makes sense. All those in the old day, we would have said you can't base business decision, and it's still illegal. You still can't base business decisions on sex, sexual orientation, religion, marital status, age. It's illegal to discriminate against those things in business decisions, in the hiring, firing, promotion part of business. But on the marketing side, where we're fulfilling needs and we're trying to make you happy, we pay attention to all that. It is okay to talk about to track everything. Yeah, it's kind of creepy, I get it. But but it's but it's happening. Computers are letting it happen. And let me give you an example. why it's okay. I'm in, I print Bibles. That's what my company does. And I want to get to know you as a customer. I need to know if you're Muslim. I need to know if you're Protestant in the Protestant religions or if you're Catholic, because the Quran is different than the King James Version, which is different than the Catholic. They have the Apocrypha with the um, they have extra books in the Catholic Bible. And so I need to know that if I'm going to sell you a Bible. That's why we track everything. I want to break that market down into groups, and then I'm going to talk to you, whether it's about a sales price. Hey, you can get this Bible for this price, or this Quran, or fill in the blank. I just need to know things. So marketing is different than other business decisions. Here's a graphic organizer, basically going over what I we just talked about. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. And more importantly, here is a customer profile. This is that targeting the market and knowing how to talk to them and what to sell them. The reason you're going to know that stuff is you're going to track everything you can about your customer. And some, like me, I'm a wrestling coach. No matter where I go, if I watch TV at home, if I'm here on the online, on the a computer, Google or somebody, it's Google, is tracking me and they know I'm a wrestling coach. So if I'm at home, they send me wrestling ads. If I'm at school, they send me wrestling ads. And they are targeting me based on my behaviors and what I do and what I choose to look at online and that kind of stuff. And so they're they're trying to find ways to meet my needs to separate me from my money. It's and and you can either know that's happening and be okay with it, or not know it's happening and get taken advantage of. That's just how it works. When we talk about a marketing plan, we old marketing would call it the four P's. I just realized I left the four in there. And the old four P's would be product, price, place, and promotion. If you notice new marketing textbooks, and if you have the one of the differences in the old our old textbook and the new online version is that it has five P's now. And that fifth P is actually they're calling it people to put a P in there, but it's actually social media. And so if you're going to talk about marketing a product, you're going to talk about the actual product development. What is it? Why is it better? Utility. You're going to talk about price. What's it cost? What are the competitors selling at? What what can we sell or manage different qualities of it, or just whatever your pricing plan is. Location. Am I going to be high quality and not let Walmart sell it? Or am I going to put it in every Walmart and try to sell it to everybody, which is low price, more price conscious. You got to know that kind of stuff. How are you going to place it in the market? And then how am I going to promote it, educate my customer? Am I going to put it on sale? And, just it depends on the product, on how that looks. And then lastly, because this is so cheap, and if things go viral, and it just social media, Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat, Twitter, it's if you can get other people to like you, so I'll say it, and send that like out, and they like you, and they send it out. That's called going viral, and then that's all free, and it creates markets in a flash, and so social's the new marketing. It's how I'm going to say it. That's what a marketing mix looks like. That's how you would talk if you were talking about marketing a market plan. Um, types of marketing. When you talk about a marketing plan or a promotional plan, you're not talking about doing one thing. What you're doing, you're trying to get your information into somebody's long-term memory. To do that on average, and I know I'm going really quick here, you have to they have to deal with that information 7 times. And so what you're trying to do is be have a creative enough message and tell the message in different interesting ways and types, so you get it into them 7 times. They have to deal with you 7 times. And now when they want to eat, they're hungry, they think about McDonald's. That's what you're trying to do. And so you're using all these forms of promotion, trying to get them to think about you when you're hungry, if that makes sense. Hopefully, after this lecture, you can talk about what the product is, how to advertise. You can talk about targeting your market. And remember, you got to send a message to them. And then we can talk about how we break down markets so we can treat people differently. Even if the consumer and the end user are different, cereal, you need to talk to a mother about how healthy the breakfast food is, but you also want to talk to the child on Saturday morning cartoons, tell them how awesome, how much sugar you're putting in the, the breakfast cereal. Um, they're all important, and we just need to be able to see all the different things going on so we can have better conversations about it. That's the end of chapter 1. I hope you feel like you've learned a little bit about marketing. If you have any questions over chapter 1, just give me an email or come stop by A224. I'm kind of a nerd and I like to talk about this stuff. Have a good day.